Hello everybody, my name is Daniel Richardson and I'm the WCPW review guy, and I really hope that my sex tape doesn't get leaked out there. Not because I'll be embarrassed or anything, but just I don't want you guys to have to suffer the horror seeing this in the act of that. It'd just be gross. Alright, so let's get into it, shall we? This is the WCPW unofficial top 10, and yeah, let's get into it now. We're live. We actually have 10 tag teams. I'm shocked as well, but I was like, wow, we got enough to actually put in the top 10 tag teams. So we're going to expand the tag teams from 5 to 10 this week. How long will this last? I have no idea, but we'll go with it. Now, real quick, before I jump into the top 10 tag teams, let me just do this real quick. I was debating whether or not to put Drake and James R. Kennedy, who did win a match this past week on Bulletproof, in the tag listing. And I was just kind of like, because like when Mr. Fuji teamed up with the Powers of Pain at WrestleMania 5, you know, it wasn't like you would enter him in it. So I left him out for right now. I don't know. Later on down the road, maybe I might throw him in there since they are officially like forming a tag team at State of Emergency. I don't know yet. I'm still kind of iffy. There's a lot of gray areas when you put together a funny little show. Being a funny little show, I got a funny little hair thing right there. Good? Fuck it. So anyways, let's just get to it, shall we? I'm not gonna lie, a lot of these tag teams were like one time thrown together. It's gonna work. So let's do it. Number 10, and I hate that this team is 10 because they belong so much higher. They really do. But it is what it is. Kelly Six and Ashley Dunn making their debut this past week at not Bulletproof, what was it? Chain Reaction. That's the bad thing. There's so many of these little special events popping out right now that they're all blurring together on me. At Chain Reaction against the tag champions, the Swords of Essex. So unsuccessful, but dude, they put on a hell of a match, and I'm still impressed. Like still, days later, I'm just like, yep, fucking awesome. But they come in at number 10. At number 9, the tag team of El Ligero and Gabriel Kidd. At number 8, remember this tag team? Lou King Sharp and Kid Fight. You know what the sad thing is like they were a big deal. Like they are a big deal elsewhere. And I just remember like they're coming to WCPW and I was like, yes, this is going to be great. And they show up for one skit and one match where they lose, and then they just faded away. They're just gone now. Their legacy lives on with this unofficial top 10. So at number 7, Bad Bones and Drake. At number 6, The Prestige. Which we're using the Travis Banks, Joe Coffey tag team, because that was the only team that we've had so far out of this. That was another thing I was, you know, once again going back to the whole Swords of Essex thing. With the Prestige, I'm sure we're going to see multiple combinations come out over the next few months, depending on how long the Prestige stays together. And I decided I'm going to take each individual combination as their own team until they win a tag title. And then they decide to use the Freebird rule. And then when that happens, when they just start trading the tag titles off to each other in any combination, then I'll be like, alright, they're all one tag team. If that makes sense to you. So yeah, if we start getting random pairings of this group later on down the road, then yeah, I'm going to actually have each individual pairing. Which may frustrate some people, but I'm sick and I have to have it a certain order, and it is what it is. So anyway, so now moving on to the top 5. This team dropped a spot, and I think it's just the fact that we've added so many teams now that the formula kind of threw some people around. At number 5, they were 4 last week, 5 this week. Drago and El Hijo de dos Caras. I hate saying that name. I really do. I'm waiting for that 9 days to run out because I'm tired of saying this ridiculously long word. Just go by Panther. Just Panther Man. That'd be perfect. Just anyways, at number 4, they were 5 last week. They bumped up a spot. Swords of Essex, and that's the Paul Robinson, Scott Wainwright. Number 3, for a 5th week in a row, we got Prospect. We got Prospect. Of course, they lost this past week to James R. Kennedy and Drake. Poor guys. At number 2, finally, they have been number 1 for the past like 2.5, 3 months. And finally, they have been bumped down. At number 2, they were 1 last week. They're 2 this week. Moss and Slater. Which means at number 1, They climbed up a spot from last week. They are the WCPW Tag Team Champions, the Swords of Essex. And of course, it's the Ospreay, Scott Wainwright duo combination. Of course, with their big win. And I will say big win. It wasn't just a squash match. A big win over the South Coast Connection. So there you have it. Congratulations, Swords of Essex, for being officially and unofficially the top tag team in WCPW. So moving on now to the women's division. Top 5 women's wrestlers. We have at number 5, for a second week in a row, Little Miss Roxy. Little Miss Roxy. At number 4 for a second week in a row, Evilise. At number 3, dropping a spot from last week, Nixon Newell. At number 2, going up a spot. She's making a huge splash here, and she's dominant. And I mean, she's climbing right now. At number 2, Viper. With she had a win over Kaylee Ray this past week. So, and number 1 for, wow, 9 weeks running. That is insane. She is the WCPW Women's Champion, Bea Priestley. So congratulations, Bea Priestley. Officially and unofficially, number 1 woman in the WCPW. So now moving on to the top 10 in the singles division, if you will. At number 10, going on a month now, Adam Cole. Adam Cole. Number 9, going 5 weeks now, Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay. At number 8, for a second week in a row, talk about Martin Kirby. Of course, he suffered a loss to Joe Coffey this past week on Chain Reaction. At number 7, this is insane, drop the spot, Drew Galloway. He's the WCPW champion. He is the world champion. He's the only champion we've had so far in these small, I mean, don't get me wrong, I know it's been a small run, but he's the only champion who's never been number 1 on my list. That's insane to me. I don't know, that's just, and I know my list ain't shit. This is unofficial, I get it. Still, yeah, it's a pretty good reflection of what's going on in the company. And he's not, I don't know, he's not up there. He's not up there. He should be up there higher, but. At number 6, he was 7 last week. He's went up a spot this week, Primate. At number 5, for a 6th week in a row, he's the WCPW Internet Champion, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. At number 4, for a 2nd week in a row, El Ligero. Picked up a big win against Penta L0M. Excuse me. This past week. So, yeah, getting some momentum going into the Mexican qualifier for the World Cup. At number 3, also for a 2nd week in a row, Rampage, who survived a hellacious street fight against Bad Bones this past week. At number 3. Number 2, he has dropped the spot. I can't quite figure out how these two switched because they both won. They were both victorious this past week, but it is what it is. At number 2, dropping a spot from last week, Joe Coffey. Joe Coffey. Which means at number 1, he climbed up the spot with, and of course, Coffey, you know, I'm sure I mentioned Coffey beat Kirby, but this guy defeated Gabriel Kidd this past week. Talking about the local wanker, sorry, local hero, Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry. So there you go, Joe Hendry. You are unofficially the number 1 guy in WCPW. So there you have it. So once again, quick recap. I want to throw congratulations to the Swords of Essex, Bea Priestley, and Joe Hendry. You guys are rocking your individual divisions. So there you have it. So you guys agree with my list? Do you disagree with the list? Either way, guys, drop the comments down below. And let me know what you think about this in general. Tomorrow night is Bulletproof, and like I said, the What Culture Extra has been pretty good about having them uploaded pretty quickly after the live airing. So once again, I won't be able to watch it live because I'll be working, but as soon as it comes up and I got a chance to watch it, I will watch it and hopefully have the review up for you guys on Tuesday. And of course, if something comes up, I'll tweet it and put it on my Facebook and everything. So, but yeah, there you guys have it. So, thank you guys for watching. Share and subscribe if you haven't already. Show this video that thumb and love. And yeah, go ahead and follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Grindr. It's a weird app right there. A lot of guys hitting up on me like, hey, we should meet. And I'm like, I don't know. That seems kind of weird. I don't know. It's a different world out there. Yeah, so guys, thank you guys so for watching. That's all I got. Till next time.